I actually really liked Floyd Collins, but as a show, I'm still a little bit mixed on the actual production that I am reviewing at Lincoln Center. I didn't know anything about it going into it. To be honest, I didn't really know that this was even a real story. The show explored some really interesting themes, especially when it comes to profiting off of tragedy and using that as entertainment. Floyd Collins goes into the cave because he wanted to find a cave that he can use as a tourist trap. This would sort of provide income for him and his family. But then people started using his tragedy of getting stuck in the cave as their own monetary gain, which I just thought was a really incredible thing to highlight. Like, my favorite song in the show was a song called Is That Remarkable, where 3 reporters are at the scene trying to find any headlines that they can that sound interesting or flashy, even if they're not true. It's an amazing song, especially to listen to it in the context of where we are today. Stories that are about survival and rescue, I'm really into. Like, I loved the cave sequences. It didn't really need much to provoke a sense of awe within me. Like, I really liked it, especially because I find it funny. Tina Landau also directed Redwood, and there they relied heavily on LED screens and tech and all of these things to sort of convey a sense of awe within the Redwood forest. But here, it's a very minimalist set, and I think that works in favor of the show. However, they do use an LED screen in the back here. I don't think they needed to spend the money on this. It felt disconnected to the more minimalist set that was in front of it. Something that works against the story was the decision to leave Floyd on stage the entire time. You know, like, even in the scenes that are outside of the cave, they make the decision to leave him on stage. They had him sitting in like this beach lounger that was made of stone. It didn't really sell me the effect of him being stuck. I was sort of like, he looks very comfortable sitting there. Floyd's fine, everyone. What are we all worried about? But Jeremy Jordan's as Floyd Collins, he has played so many career-defining roles, right? Like Jack in Newsies, Gatsby in The Great Gatsby. To me, this is his career-defining role. He did so well as Floyd Collins that now when I see him in the future, this is what I'm going to think about when it comes to Jeremy Jordan. There was like a boyish charm to him and such optimism. I fell in love with this character so instantly that when he falls into this terrible situation, I mean, my heart was breaking for him. It was just so sad to witness his decline mentally. And also the fact that Jeremy Jordan was able to convey so much emotion while moving so little was incredible. He did a really nice job here. Jason Gotay plays Homer Collins, who is Floyd Collins's brother. There was a really great chemistry between Jeremy Jordan and Jason Gotay. They really sold their relationship to me as brothers. It was a very interesting character, and especially in Act 2 to see some of the decisions that he makes. And Taylor Trench, who plays Skeets Miller, who is a journalist for a local newspaper. Wow, Taylor Trench did such a fantastic job here as well. He provided some levity to the dark story and some comedic relief, I would say. But my favorite part about this character was how he represented his idea of a journalist. I really liked it, especially because we get that juxtaposition with those reporters who are just trying to find a flashy headline in order to profit off of this event. He really sold the terror of what he was witnessing down in the caves, and I just thought that was incredible. Lizzy McAlpine, she plays Nellie Collins, who is the sister of Floyd and Homer. Her voice is so special and so magnificent. That being said, I was missing some character when it came to her portrayal of Nellie. Maybe as the show goes on and as she settles more into it, she'll find those peaks and valleys with the character. The scenes outside of the cave felt a little slow. I like the conflict between how they're going to get Floyd Collins out of this cave, but at the same time, I was like, y'all, you're wasting time. You know, there was a lot of arguing and not a lot of like doing and trying. I wonder if the script could have done a better job, or maybe even the set, at sort of outlining what the problems were that they were running into, because you would hear it. It was only in dialogue and you wouldn't be able to visually see what was happening to Floyd Collins and why it was so difficult to try to free him. Like, they said it, but it was kind of in one ear, out the other. Maybe that's just a me thing. Here is a view from my seat. I was completely on the house right side of the Vivian Beaumont Theater. I was fine with this. I paid $89 for my ticket, and the side view really did not bother me because, especially, again, those cave sequences I really loved. I think it added to the effect of being in this ginormous cavern in a sense, because it was all dark and there's just a spotlight on Jeremy Jordan and then the echoes coming in. I also thought that the sound design was gorgeous. Dan Moses Schreier did a fantastic job, especially when it comes to the echo of the cave. When Floyd Collins was yodeling in the cave and it was echoing back to him and he was harmonizing with his echo, I thought that that was so beautiful. It really gave that effect and I really liked it. I did feel far away though, especially for Floyd. He spends the most of his time stage right or house left. So if you are really going because you want to be in like closer proximity to Jeremy Jordan, I don't blame you. I would just want to let you know that he spends most of his time stage right, which means that you want to look at tickets that are more so house left. So should you see Floyd Collins before it closes? I enjoyed it. I would say that I do like survival stories, so it was right up there for me. Obviously, Jeremy Jordan is a very big selling point for this production. So if you are a fan of his, he does so well here. So I would definitely recommend seeing his performance. But I have to say, in my review of Smash on Broadway, a lot of people were leaving me comments saying that all they wanted right now in this time was just a happy or silly musical, one not to be taken too seriously. Floyd Collins is not that. This is definitely more of a tragic story. It's more of a drama. So if you were looking for a happier or sillier musical, this will not be it for you. Those are my thoughts on Floyd Collins now playing at the Vivian Beaumont Theater. I would love to read your thoughts in the comment section below. I would also really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to check out some of my other reviews and theater-related content on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to stay off your phone while at the theater.